There you go, come on. Work it down the road. There you go, come on. Let's go attack down that road. Make the right decision. Good, let's go. Peak tennis, on the top, baby. Back with Jason. Back to the polish, man. Jason, awesome player, awesome student, and game's coming along. I got a few things we'll go through, but as always, you want to stop, talk, open it up? Man, it's your lesson. It's even beyond this thing. It's your lesson. First thing I want to do is just work on your deep volley. You know, I was watching one of your matches, that last match. Man, you're doing so many cool things. You know what's great is like watching your game come together. It's like the vision of tennis I have in my head. You know, like all the things you're doing. I'm like, I love that. That's the vision. Your net game is getting awesome. I love your drop volley. Seriously, man. If you want to become great at the net, you have to have a touch volley. And what him and I have discussed over time is that it's less handwork on the touch volley and more of this absorption technique. And you've really taken to that, and you're just killing people with that. Your deep volley's dropping too short. Okay, and really when I watched your match, there's just too many balls in the middle of the court. And I think that's one, it's working on deeper targets. But I also think one thing for you to think about that I wanted to tell you is that, like, for everybody, this is all of us, including me, tournaments add a level of pressure. And I think in tournaments under that pressure, maybe you're coming up a little bit upright. And by being a little upright, some of your balls are landing a little bit short, and you're missing a few top opportunities. So we're going to work on top opportunities today in the short course. You're missing some of the. When I watched the match, what I was thinking is your short balls, there's tops you can go get. Those volleys need to get a little bit deeper, and then just for you personally, when you're in those tournaments, if you're ever not feeling, you looked awesome by the way, but if you're not feeling your game, just continue to remind yourself to get wider, bring up the cadence of your beat, because under the pressure of tournaments, it's natural for all of us to maybe slow down and come upright a little bit. Okay, so let's work on this deep volley. Okay. Again, the reason I want to work on this one is your touch volley is so good. Okay, you know how I like to work on these. Let's cut out the approach right now. Although I'll tell you, as you're looking to add more aggression, because you asked me, how do I add more aggression to my game? And there's different ways. One, just, you know, we hit the ball a little bit harder, bring the targets out, come to the net more, these type of things. But you could probably cook your approaches a little bit harder than when I saw. Some of the ones you could maybe put a little bit more punch on some of those approaches. I got the wrong racket, hold on. All right, pal, we're gonna cut out the approach. The approach is my drop, okay? You're gonna come forward. We're gonna get to that target right there. Ready? Let's go. Ooh. There you go, there you go. Elbows off the body in front. It's a tough ball. I know you're just warming up. I should have given you like a real warm-up. This is your warm-up. There you go, there you go. Come on, now you're starting to sharpen it. Let's go. Awesome. Killer, just stay on it. I just want you to do a bunch, because again, it's the place you have room for improvement. When you come up, just make sure that you're building as wide a base as possible, and those elbows are off the body so it doesn't get too wristy back here in the contact. You agree with me though that this target needs to improve?
Yeah,
the thing is too is this, because your drop volley's so good, Jason's up to 4-5. It's crazy how quickly in two years he's up to 4-5, and not only up to 4-5, like almost winning 4-5 tournaments. But your goal is beyond that, right? You want to get into that open level. You start to hit drop volleys, dudes they're gonna start biting on it. As soon as if every volley you get is a soft drop angle, they go to your feet, they're gonna start coming forward on that. So you have to have this, because if you can only do that, guys, you're gonna be in big trouble when people recognize that. Let's go, elbows in front. There you go, come on. That's okay, come on. Sharp.
That was nice.
That was sharp. And I love, honestly, we'll do a handful more of these, okay, and then we'll move on. I love how you're working the ball. You're doing what I think you should do, which is you're building your volley based on a supinated cup. Some of these low ones might be ones, though, that you reduce that movement of the hand and you just give it more of a flatter press through. I often, when somebody really catches me down there with some pace, I'm often just redirecting the ball into that space. Now, I'm very hesitant to teach that to people because I want handcraft to be the root of your volley technique, right? This should be the root of your volley technique. But once you get to that place where you've creating handcraft properly on all the levels, you can start to reduce it, just like you can start to add flatness through serves. This might be a place to start trying to take a little bit of the handwork out and see whether you can just redirect it through a flatter volley. Try a couple. See whether you got a taste for it. Sick, bro. Keep getting there. Now what I'll say is that's a concept I'm gonna let you leave on the table and you're gonna work on it. Right now I want you to that target no matter what. Here we go, a couple more times. No. Elbows in front. Well, the split's awesome. The elbows are awesome. Let's go. That's awesome. Okay, let's see it on the other side. That's it. Dead ball. Dead ball. Awesome ball. Great. Just keep pushing. I think one of the things that you found is that from your volleys, you really want to feel those pushes of the leg, and it's the first couple, I think you missed the push, and now you're getting it. Sharp. Let's go. Hell yeah. Let's go. Come on. It's a tough ball. Okay, I'm going to go to either side now. I want to mix you up. Here we go. Ready? Let's go. That's the one, right? So that's it. Some of these are great. Just that's the one. Sometimes I don't know whether your elbows are on the body a little bit. Okay. Right, but it just gets a little cradly instead of being here. Just a little bit cradly in that deeper contact pocket. Okay.
Yeah, it's the lower one.
It's the lower one, and it's often, I'm telling you, often for me, it's the lower one actually that I reduce the hand movement and I just go with a flatter press into that space. In fact, don't even think about the shoulder rolling at all. It's this hand push through. Almost closer to like your absorption technique, but you're not bringing it off. Do you want to try a couple, or you?
I want to just.
I know, we got a lot of things to chug through. What I'll tell you is this, because I want to put a pen in it too. One, I want to do a couple back at me, because you also like, you got to be able on that, after you approach coming up, to be able to pin that person back in the corner sometimes too. It's not always into the open space. So do a couple where you come back at me. The big message is, I want to see an improvement in the depth of some of these volleys. Yes. Because we have to have both of them if we're going to really upend our opponents at the net. Whether you handcraft them or flatten them, it's really person dependent. But that's a conversation that we've kind of unbottled a little bit. Is unbottle a word?
Uncorked?
I'm making up words. Peak tennis. Let's go. Hunt the top. Here we go. Come back to my feet right now. Let's go. Yeah, baby. More in front. I think it's just for those you're just either elbows are on, but it's just the contact pocket's too far back, and that's when it gets risky. Out in front. Think about, let's go to that forehand, and less about exactly how you're working the ball, but get more in front. Yeah. That was better, yeah. Much better. Let's go. Jinx, yeah. Here we go. Come on. Yeah, baby. Here we go. I can go to either side. Last two. You bastard. Okay. Cut the curse word. That was sick. I love that little hand. That's something else we can start working on, is just those little, but you already got them. Great, man. Looks wonderful. Let's improve those targets. There's still, your volleys are so wonderful. Sometimes that forehand still has a little bit of like wrist goosiness back in a deeper pocket. Just keep bringing the elbows out and keep thinking about this is where it's happening. This is not where it's happening. And then maybe that, you know, there's going to be some times along the way where you blunt one like that and you go, oh, that's how it's done. And you take a little off. Okay, let's go short forehands. All right. Yep. Hey, we could do this every day, and people should do this every day. Short forehand tops, cracking them down the road. But you specifically, when I watched your last tournament match, it was awesome. But you missed a lot of short tops. You just let them come back and you massaged them a little bit, which some of it's just, we got to convince ourselves under the pressure, go take a big swing. But let's do it. Here we go. You choose the road. A little bit earlier on that cross court one. The school next door drum band, I think they're gonna go off.
They can't, you can't hear it.
Okay, cool. It's just me. This is great. Let's go. Come on. Take the road. When you're taking the forehand cross road, just be a little bit more in front. Just they were a little bit behind, so they got a little muddier to the middle. Okay. So they can't hear what we can hear. Here we go. Ready. Go, come on, just feel it now. Feel your road, come on. There you go, come on, work that road. There you go, come on. Okay, take a breath, do it again. Take a breath, do it again. I think you look great. We gotta get better at these, but we gotta keep taking chances. Let's go. Let's just do one road at a time for a second, and then let's add in a combination. Here we go, ready. That's it, come on. That's it, come on. That's it, come on, come on. That's it, come on, you're on it, let's go. That's it, now you're killing it, let's go. Hell yeah. Sometimes you just gotta break, like, isolate a pattern for a second so you can work on one thing. That was wonderful. Now let's add in a second shot, and then you gotta come in, okay? So I give you the wide forehand, you gotta go deep cross court, and then I'm gonna give you the short ball and you come take that road. Nice. There you go. Do it again, take a breath. Let's do it again. I'm gonna give you the high one too, so you're gonna see you work your hand over it, right? Here we go, ready. Give you the higher one, get your hand over that. There you go. Get around it, go, 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 go. Good decision to shape that, let's go. Yeah, baby. How you feeling?
There are some that feel really terrible.
Which, on the short one or the wide ball?
More so on the short one.
Okay.
Really jammed up and I feel it all.
The ones more to the middle?
Yeah.
Okay.
And here, like just anywhere short.
Yeah, well.
Short and high.
Short and high. I mean, that's also where, like, again, this is a place that sort of delineates the great players from the next level players, is their ability to take that one up in this space. And so one, I think you need some more reps. Let's keep doing it. I'm gonna give you the short high ball. Make sure you're getting around it enough that you can then tether your back foot and release your energy through that space. Okay. On the ones that you're really showing me great lines, you're around it and you can see that air pivot, I call it, where the back foot pivots in this direction and you float through it. And then the ones that maybe look a little murky to me, you're getting there and you're keeping pivoted, and there's some body work that maybe needs to improve.
Yeah.
I don't have like this, oh, it's this. You look pretty good.
Okay.
Okay, so let's work on it.
Yeah, it's almost, there's something with contact point too, like we opened up that conversation before and.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Like a ball that's gonna be here, it's hard for me to, like, I sometimes, oh, that's too close. Oh, that's too far, I'm reaching.
Sure.
It's hard for me to
measure
know where it is in space.
Well,
yeah.
The higher it is, the more it naturally comes away from you. And that's where I go, one, I think just reps up in that space. I think you need more reps up in that space. Two, if I see something where I feel like then we'll have a conversation about it. I'd say reps in the space. And then the other one is like, I don't know, like, have you committed to the extension technique that we talked about?
I feel like, yeah.
So if you have, then keep trying to extend through that space.
Okay.
And to me, the beauty of extensions is the consistency of the line. But let's see it.
Okay.
Should we just do the short, or you want to add the first ball in?
Just do the short.
Like that one. Watch. Here, and then here.
Okay. What did I do?
Like that back foot stayed kind of like you're carrying all this energy and then you kept it pivoted and you fell off it. Get around it, boom, and then I want to see you, just like the rest of those, floating that back foot through that tether. There you go. There you go, come on. That's better, come on, come on. You just read the top wrong on that one. I'm moving around, find your top, do it to the top. Good, good, good. Let's build some consistency maybe in that look, because everything looks pretty good. That to me is the move on the short ball. You're moving forward, you're carrying energy. There's not really a time to hold that pivot. So you've got to release that back foot, and that goes through that move where the back foot goes into an air pivot. And I think that's the play. Now, careful, on a couple of those, you started to create the pivot and then throw the hand. Let the swing pull you into that pivoted move. Nice, because that's a great one you didn't have. Look at, there's different ways to move the body. If you get up there in time, that is 100% fine. You get up there in time, even boom, that's fine. But if you're carrying energy, then this is the move. So it's a little bit of a murky of a conversation. To me, the biggest thing is this. When we get to this place with you, because you're crushing it, let's just reset on the target. Get some reps up in that space. Because I think when you reset on your target and start building reps in the place that you're weak, you start to find your way on it. Let's go a few more. Let's go, short tops down this road right now, let's go. That's it, feel it down the road, come on. Go attack down that road. That's it, come on. There you go, come on. Go attack down that road. There you go, come on, go get it. Now you're killing it. But you know what I'm saying, like this, here's what I'm saying. Because you're such a conceptual student, sometimes we get caught like in this conceptual like matrix where yeah, we're ironing some things out, but mostly it looks pretty good, pal. Go like right there where you started to say, okay, let's let go and just start working that path right there, start looking really good. Let's do a batch more, okay, where you're just focusing on this road, then we're gonna focus on this road, and then we're gonna keep adding some stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, baby. Work it down the road. That's it. That's awesome. Let's go. Work it down the road. That's okay. You took that was a drop. Should have added shape to it. Let's go. Work it down the road. That's it. Come on. Work it down the road. Oh yeah, man. Come on. You're on it now. Let's go. Work it down the road. That's it. Those are good. I hope they feel better, but those are good, man. You need reps in this space. You need reps attacking into that space. But I like those. I like, again, for you, I like when you don't have like the thing that you can put your finger on, which is like the technical hook that you need, get back into your work on your targets, because that technical hook either doesn't exist or it's coming along around the corner in a moment. Okay, let's take it down this road. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Well, you got excited. I like it. You bend that up a little bit. Here we go. Let's go. Come on, come on. Reestablish the target. That's it. Reestablish the target. Let's go. Come on. You're on it again. Let's go.
Oh, that
top, you're just off on that top.
That
was
ball
a weird,
is different.
That was a weird ball. That wasn't one of mine. Here we go, last three. Come on, come get it. Come on, top it, baby. I know you don't want to finish on that one. Let's go, one more. Come on. Get your body involved. Come on, come on. Back to it. Let it go. Back to the line. Back to the road right now. I like it. All my students got a little bit of that in them. Let's go. Last one. Let's go. Come on. Last one. Clean it up down the road. Let's go. Get it past me. Sick. It's good, dude. This, like we said, talked before, that's the place you're gonna make some mistakes anyways. You gotta just go swing on those more. I like how it looks. Okay. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. Go take more chances. The reason we just worked on it is that I watched a match where you weren't taking those chances. So it's also a place you should feel more uncomfortable in, because it's a place that you've been letting you haven't fully committed to going up there and punching people in the face when you get your chances.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I do in practice, but in tournament, like when I miss so badly, it's not fun. It's I'm just gonna.
Well, I
I'm just
understand.
gonna be 2 and 2.
I got to tell you, how you played your tournament was awesome.
Yeah.
You really played close to your practice style. So you're doing a great job at tournaments. Really great job. We'll just keep working on accessing short tops and getting more comfortable in that space. I had a little thing. Let's just talk about what we want to do next. Do you have anything you want to add to that? You know what? Let's do with the rest of these balls. Shapes and tops and drops.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go. Tops and drops. Ready? Find it. Good. Ready. What about this ball? That's another top. Go get it. Good. That's it, baby. Come on. Make the right decision. Good. Let's go. Awesome.
That was not a good idea.
That's great. It's good, dude. All right, let's pick it up. We'll keep going. And let's see where we're at.
Oh, God.
Let's go. Awesome. Here's my take on it. One, let's hit that spot, right? Because that's the piece when I was watching the match. Backhand's looking cool. A lot of backhands landing short. So I'm always, because you're the most analytical person I work with, I'm always hesitant to tell you a little bit of technical thing that I see, right? So one, let's work on that. The piece to me though is that like often you're not showing me a full body rotation, right? Often those hips, so there's my target right there, right? I want to go into there, right? So I'm either going to pivot in this place or like a lot of people, I'm going to release my back foot into that place. You're often just, it's not quite, I'm not seeing the hip revolution that I like aesthetically, so I think there's room to continue your rotation. And the reason I think is because you're allowing that kick foot to come up a little bit early and you're getting a little bit of this look right here. So I'd like to come over and work on it a tiny bit. And we're gonna talk about how to work on it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I see that and feel that, and it's annoyed me for a long time.
It's just, you're just releasing into the kick, kind of, it's a habit. You've started to allow yourself to kind of release into that kick a little bit early. The release into the kick is a real fundamental part of having a nice backhand. We've got to be able to do two things. We've got to be able to three things basically. We got to be able to either pivot the foot, release the air pivot, or throw kickback energy. You kind of like, in that releasing of the back foot, you kind of let it stop the rotation, the natural rotation in your body. So it's just a little bit of a little cavity in there that we're gonna fill. The dentist is here.
Dude, this is so good. I'm so excited for this.
Cool.
It's annoying.
So here's how I'd go about it. Okay?
It doesn't feel good either.
The impact's great. It's not like it's so broken. It's just there's a little something there. So what I like to do with people is this, when I see something like this, I just want you to hit a ball and show me a pivot where we get the hips rotated the whole way. Okay. That's it. Just where we're okay, let's spend some time making sure the hips understand, because the hips have brains, how to just get the full way open. You just started muting your opening a little bit through that back kick. And just hold the finish and let me see it. Good, let's do it again. That's beautiful. Let's go. Awesome, that's it. That's why also, and I've told you this before, that's way better, way better. Yeah. And this is also, you can do one of two things in this position. That was way better. This is the medicine that your backhand needed, right? Just needed a little bit of hip work. You can do just what you did there, which I would say just do that if you feel good about that. And the other thing, this is also a time where you could work on your extended line and just like map out the hip work and map out the left hand extension. If you're feeling good on your backhand, it's unnecessary. But that's something that you could do right there, is kind of apply medicine to the body work and apply medicine to the left hand extension. That's sick, bro. Yeah, baby. Awesome. How's that feel?
Great.
Looks great. Let's go. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. And what we want to do in this scenario is this. There's basically two forms of like, so the body's coiling, right? It's making rotational coil. I mean, it's rotating towards the net. And there's also an amount of upness that we can control. On balls that we want to go like this, I do less upness. On balls that I want to lift up, I come up. So here, what I like to do is just maximize both dynamics right now. Come the full way up, come the full way open. Teach that body how this, like what is the maximum uncoiling that you can create. That's awesome, you're on it. So much better, let's go. Awesome, let's go, 3 more, and then we'll talk about how to kick into that. That's so good, let's go. Wow, now those are popping better. And they're just looking better to my eye.
Yeah,
okay.
They feel better too.
And they are, it's just, you were just kind of like, you're kind of combining a hip rotation with the back kick and just kind of like muting your opening. You see that with some people, like they get that look on their backhand and it's just got it. And it's natural. I mean, if we see that pattern in a lot of people, it means the body can kind of find its way into that problem, okay? Now, I want you to do a handful more of those. And then I want you to work on how do we actually, like now we're gonna do a couple where we pivot through, and then we're gonna do a couple where we release the pivot through that air pivot, and so that you can then re-experience what that's actually supposed to feel like.
Yeah, cool.
Stay with it though. Let's go, come on. Awesome. Awesome, now let's release the back foot through that flow, right here.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you're right there, you're there, come on. Awesome, now, how the back foot wants to release. Now, by the way, you're probably, in the stuff that we saw at the beginning, releasing way too much, right? There's a percentage, like, yeah, I get a lot of back, and right here, boom. I'm not gonna release there. Now I get out here, and there's gonna be a lot of back foot releasing. So how much you balance those two different shots is yet to be seen. And I lost my thought, but what I'll tell you is this, how you're gonna do it is this. The back foot goes, imagine this, imagine there's like a string tied to that corner. So when you release that back foot, you want to feel like that foot, that hip's pulling you back there. So the basic idea is this, look, I'm going to get to it. Body opens, right? What the back foot pivoting does is it stops the uncoiling so that the arm can transfer through. If we don't have that, then we're sending energy around in a little bit of a circle. So that pivot's very important because it stops the body's uncoil and allows the hand to transfer. If we're going to release the back foot, then that has to create that same pivoting process, but in the air, okay? So that back foot is pivoting, but in air. So it's got to kick up like it's, yeah, and feel like that's pulling in that direction, and then it can maintain that same, there it is, that same, now it's what I call an air pivot. You're pivoting, you're still stopping the uncoil with your back foot and your hip through the air. Did I get there? Let's do 3 more where you just pivot, feel the body opening. Awesome, do it again, come on, feel that ball, work the ball. Awesome. Awesome. Now let's release the back foot. Yep, but now it's got to kick up. That's got to kick up and back. There it is, there it is. Let it kick up and back. Good. Now go practice it without a ball so you can feel, go practice it, load down. Yeah, and then how long though can you keep it up? Like just challenge yourself right now. How long can you keep it dragging behind you, like somebody's pulling? Yeah, and I want to see that back foot come up more though. I want to see that back foot come actually up. There. And like how long can you drag that? Like I'm holding on a rope here. Great. Great. So let's do 3 pivots and then 2 releases. Work the ball though, work it with the left hand, extend it. That's it. Let the extension of the left hand guide that hip opening. Good, now let's see you release into it. Awesome, load down into it still, load down and up into it still. There it is, great, let's go. Left hand still works through the extension. Let's go, that's a tough ball. Oh, you're there though. Work the ball now, work the ball. Yes, great. Let's keep doing the 2 different shots. How you feeling on this?
Amazing, it feels.
So that to me, that should be the process. Work some basic pivots where we're teaching the hips how to work, and then work some air pivots where we're teaching the body how to release through that same pivoting work. And then over time, you can mute these things how you like. Let's go get it. That's it, let's go. Go do it again. Left hand extends. Awesome, come on. Do one more. Awesome. Now let's release into these. Push you out wider, and we're gonna release. Awesome. Now just load into it, and the back foot's gotta kick up. Let's go. Load up, down, and up. There you go. Maybe just one more set of each thing.
Yep.
Killer. Well, you gotta go get there. You gotta go get there. Let's go, 2 more. Ready, go get there. Yeah, that's a tough ball. Let's go, go get there and lift and release. Good, great. And maybe on the last one, so just in a final aside on this, watch it. Watch your hips, because I've noticed it for a few weeks. You're going into a tournament, I don't want to talk to you about hips on your backhand when you're going in, but I've just noticed, and that's just like, you can just see it's not, you just see the hip line, right? The hip line is not getting rotated. And if you're in back kick energy, that's fine, but that should be a small dose of supplementary work. It shouldn't be our main work. So watch your hips. You just be aware of that, right? Just make sure that you're feeling like you're rotating into your backhand as much as possible. And when you release, you want that release to be a result of the uncoiling and not something you're doing, right? To me, that started to come about as you get set up, right? And then you're releasing and swinging at the same time versus the swing pulling the release. Do you understand? It should be a result. Your body's going, hey, your body's going, I need to pivot through this, but I also need to release. There it is. So I'm going to release and pivot through that air pivot. Feel good?
Does that look okay?
That looks great.
Okay. I'll keep practicing.
And that's something you can practice. Like, it's the same thing we were talking about on the short forehand. It's just like, just watch, I'm just up. You see how long I hold that? I like to just like play with like, how long can you hold this position and maintain balance? Yes, there.
No, I did it early on that one, right?
Well, the reason you did that one early, it wasn't wrong. You just never loaded down, so you didn't trigger. You kind of went here, so it wasn't really wrong. You just never triggered into it. That was better.
Okay.
It's just your basic backhand has just kind of gotten like this. Doing a little dance there. All right, boom. Is that good?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Okay.
That's the medicine right there.
That was the medicine you needed on your backhand. Do we want to talk returns a little bit? Or you want to get into serve spots? Let's get into serve spots. Let's go 15 minutes on serve spots. All right, let's have a quick pickup so we have all our balls and let's go. Donovan's here with us. Jason's here, working on Jason's game. Let's just start with some touch. Cool. You know, I think the goal today is to hit a bunch of balls and get you feeling good and ready for a tournament. But I think where we left our touch, and I want you just to, this is mostly for warming up, but where we left it is let's get the elbows off the body a little bit, right? So that we can transition into volleys, and you've been a little bit on the body, and that's caused some length in your strokes in the past. You've been doing a great job with it. I think.
Wait, before you go into Jace, why does it say flashing 0M at the top? Do you need to change the disc?
Oh, yeah.
That was also good.
I know, we could still use it, but...
It was there, yeah. Both,
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. We love you so much. I love you so much. If you like this video, please do the things, hit the subscribe, comment, say something nice, and like. Do it again. Hunt the top, baby.